G'day guys, Cardy here from Cardytoons Studio, back for more. Thankfully, it's been a while, but I have had a few requests from some awesome kids from my favourite local school. You know who you are, right? So, the first request was a cartoon dinosaur. Now, as a cartoonist, we want to usually make things funny, right? We want to put a twist to the visual story. So, I had this idea. Here he is. T-Rex coming in over the top here and scaring this little guy, looking straight into T-Rex's mouth. And of course that'll be freaky, right? But the twist, here it comes. The little guy snarls and snaps and chases the T-Rex away. So I thought we'll have a crack at drawing this one, you guys. So all you need is a piece of paper, pencil or a pen, and let's get going. Okay, I am just going to start with drawing some guide shapes, or some guidelines, if you like. So usually we like to draw some rough shapes here. Now if you can see this with the pencil, okay, just drawing this type of shape here for the head. I'm going to draw a big arch shape for the body here, and a bit of a snake shape for the tail. So I'm following this here. And our little guy's going to be leaping up trying to bite his tail. So here we go, guys. We have got our guide. And I want to make the expression of this T-Rex like freaked out. Okay, so again, it's all in the eyes. Let's draw some cartoon eyes. Got some oval shapes. Yes, one is bigger than the other. And that's a pretty cool expression. We can sort of raise an eyebrow. So one raised eyebrow here. And maybe an eyebrow like that. And we want this T-Rex to be looking like small pupils right behind, okay, connecting with the little guy chasing him. And then we're going to draw a T-Rex nose. It's a big shape like that. Alrighty, what about the mouth? Let's get this expression finished. So I'm going to go open mouth, eek. Okay, big open mouth. I know it looks like a beak at the moment, but we're going to change that by putting some nostrils, okay? And of course we need some big teeth. I'll add some big random funny teeth here. There we go. Okay. Eek. All right, what about the tongue? So after we've drawn some teeth, and let's add a tongue here, coming out his mouth. And now we just need to add a line at the back, and just going to colour that in, back of the tongue, around the teeth, around the tongue. There we go. All right, now we have the expression. We'll add a little bit more to it. I like to put these little curvy lines around the eyes, and some sweat coming out, of course. It adds to the worry. All right, now we've got that, guys. We are going to give this neck coming back here, okay? Right, we've got a head, and we're going to follow that line we drew before. So we've got his expression. We're going to draw the rest of his head, and coming up for a body. And then his tail sort of coming back like this, trying to keep his tail off the ground away from that little fella. And speaking of little, T-Rex little arms. Oh well, you know, front legs with a couple of claws here. There we go. All right, looking a bit like a kangaroo. Right, we're going to put a chest here, and we need, speaking of kangaroo, we're going to draw a big leg muscle here, okay? And you know, those movies, we've all seen them. The big T-Rex, he's got the huge leg, all right? Legs. And we're going to have this big foot coming out here with some huge claws. There we go. Huge claws. We've got our foot coming back. And we're going to bring this up like this. Okay, there we have it. Around the back here. And we won't join this. I would like a little bit of sort of big tail coming up like that to a bit of a small one. I'll put some little action lines around there. There we go. So we've got one leg. We need another leg though, don't we? Okay, now this is where we fill in the gaps. Okay, we're going to have this other leg coming behind here. you can imagine, and this foot going back behind. 1, 2, 3 claws. There we have it. And we want this running motion. All right, speaking of running, let's have him off the ground here. So you see here, I'm drawing just some scribble. All right, we've got some shadow. And now we're going to draw this little guy snarling and maybe leaping up to bite his tail. Now, looking back this way, okay, this is where I'm going to draw this little guy. And he's going to be like snap. So here's his nose. And you know the good old teeth like this. Yeah, have you drawn those before? They're a lot of fun. And let's draw a couple of nostrils and some very grumpy, angry eyes. Okay, here we go. There we have it. Awesome. Little head. Little chin. And a bit like our T-Rex here, we're going to come out and we'll give him 3 claws on his little front legs. We're going to give him the same sort of leg as our T-Rex, okay? Just small. Back. And we might give him a big tail that sticks up in the air like this. A bit like those little crazy raptors. All right, and a leg at the back coming down with some claws. So there you go. We need to add the action though, don't we? We want this little guy leaping up as he's chasing the big T-Rex. So T-Rex, you can imagine, boom, 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 ground shaking, all right? So let's add some really big action lines underneath him, trying to get away, not that fast, all right, but just big steps. We can even add some like speed lines here, like he's pouncing or bounding this way. And this little guy just leaping in. This is why we leave lots of room to fit our picture in, don't we? I'm right on the edge. Anyway, leaping in, snap or snarl. And I'm just going to put some lines coming out like this, like his teeth have snapped, okay? And why not write that as a cartoon bubble writing snap. There you go. Awesome. Don't forget, guys, sign your work, colour it in, have fun with that, your cartoon signature somewhere there, and try to draw one of these little dinosaurs maybe hatching out of an egg with some big cute eyes. That would be fantastic. Hey, speaking of cute, my goodness, what have I got here, you? What are you doing down here? What is going on? Aha, here she is. This is Toffee, and you can imagine big T-Rex coming, and Toffee suddenly gets the angry eyes and the teeth and leaps towards. So have fun, guys, and I will see you soon for another cartoon studio session.